Hi everybody, I'm Trevor Bales. Welcome to the Bales Hay Farm and Ranch YouTube channel. Before we get started, please, it's super important. It helps us out a lot. Hit the thumbs up button and share this. I hate asking you guys to do that, but it really helps. Now, time for the good stuff. We're making hay and steaming. I don't think they have the steamers on right now. This hay's pretty soft. Crunchy on top, you can hear. Not super crunchy. Underneath is soft. See it? See it? Smell it. Oh yeah, that smells good. Oh yeah, that's gonna make some happy horses. This is actually the third time this field has been cut this year. 2 cuttings, went straight to the dairies. Now this cutting's being baled. Just right down the road from where we were, a ryegrass field, which is another crop. It's not one of our big crops. It's not a super popular crop, but for the importance of having rotations, we do grow a little bit. We've got several people that do like it. I personally think it's a nice, good feed for cattle and horses. They cut it 2 days ago. They ran a tedder across it. No, they cut it. Yeah, then they ran the tedder across it the same day, 2 days ago. So it's laying out, drying out. It's a 30-acre field. It's still got a lot of moisture left in it. We might need to run the tedder a second time. What I don't like are these clumps. There's some clumps around here. These clumps just won't dry out. That's what's nice about the tedder. You can run it more than once through a field. That's where all the moisture hangs out, right there, right in that thick spot. I call it a knuckle. I don't know what the technical term is, but those have to be dry. But just these clumps, like we're on a little clump right here, won't dry out. You can already see the regrowth happening with these nice warm 85, 90 degree days. That regrowth is popping up real quick. Oh, they're baling that field. Cool, we can get some more baler action. Everybody loves a baler. Anyways, he'll probably have to come back and re-tet this thing. Just get rid of those clumps and get the sunshine on more of the green grass. Get it dried out so we can bale this. Hopefully, it's pretty soft, a lot of moisture. It was cut 3 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. Ooh, I already forgot. What is today? Thursday? I think this was cut Monday. So it'll probably be Monday next week before we can bale it. The master baler himself, Brian Turner, checking the hay. I'm getting garbage. Ready to go, Brian?
Close.
This time of year is never fun.
It's close.
Oh, got the steam going.
A little.
You guys weren't steaming the other field, were you?
Just like the last 2 borders, I put some on.
No, okay.
It might be too green for steam.
When using steam, we cannot have, we can't have very much or any stem moisture. So he was just saying it's a little green. It probably won't take any steam. It's been a few months since we baled some hay, so I'll just remind you. Those bales fall off on a scale. Every bale that we bale falls off on a scale, and Brian is checking its weight inside the tractor. We bale hay and we sell it by the ton to a lot of feed stores. Those feed stores sell it by the bale. They want to know how many bales they're getting in a ton. So it's super important to have very consistent bales. So we shoot for 90 pounds. Like we want 90 pounds. So as an average. So some bales 88, 89, 87, some are gonna be 92, 93, 94. As long as that average is pretty close to 90 pounds, our customers are happy, and that makes us happy. So this bale was actually left over in the chamber from the last field where he said they used a little bit of steam. So it's a little warm, I can still feel from the steam. Man, look at that leaf pattern though. That has a lot of leaf. Now this is always the pretty side of the bale. It's where the plunger is not hitting. The other side's getting hit by the plunger. You can see here, there's not quite the same leaf pattern, but there's still a lot of leaf, and a lot of that is due to the steamer and the fact that this is green hay. That's nice, isn't it? That's nice stuff. I personally wouldn't feed this hay to a horse. It's pretty, when it's this green and this early in the year, the relative feed value can be pretty high, which means the protein is pretty high, which is hard on a horse's stomach. I'm not a veterinarian, but I'm pretty sure they only have like, I think they have 1 or 1.5 stomachs, where cows have like 16 or something. So the cows can handle, and 2, more specifically, a milk cow. Milk cows need high relative feed value. Now I was kidding, a cow has 3 stomachs. So the cow, a milk cow needs high relative feed value, high protein hay to make good milk, to make good quality milk. And so this stuff would be great for a cow. It's probably a little old for making good milk hay. Like I said earlier, that this is its 3rd cutting. Those first 2 cuttings did go to a dairy to help those ladies make really nice milk. It's not too crunchy. For those of you that don't know Brian from previous videos, that is my dad's first cousin. They grew up together. He has the same ancestors as my father, so he treats this farm like if it was his own farm. He's great. He is probably the key to the quality hay that we make. You can't get a better guy than him. I will argue that with anybody. Like he is the best out there. I don't care what anybody says. I'll fight you for it. All right, truck has moved. Let's see if he'll let us get in there with him. Sometimes he won't let me in. He just shakes his head and says, nope. I was hiding the camera, so Brian let us in. He couldn't see the camera, so now he's stuck in a tractor.
He's being sneaky.
Sneaky, sneaky. I just asked him. They started at 6 o'clock this morning. What time is it now? 9:30. And they've had a pretty good morning, meaning they didn't have to get out here too early. In the summertime, it'll be all night long or all early morning after, or early mornings after midnight. So this is nice. So this controls, well, this is a tractor information, RPMs, speed. Over here, some of the same information, but also what the tractor is doing. That is the weight of the bale connected to the scale. That's his phone. There's the camera system with that steamer behind us. It takes up so much space, you can't see what's going on. And if you have a broken string and you can't see it, you won't know till 20, 30 bales later. So there's a camera. Then there's the brake controller. That little guy's the Gazika, which monitors the moisture in the bale. That little box with the red lights on it are the baler. That's what controls the baler. Speeds it up, slows it down, picks the head up, lets it down, and then that monitor is the steamer monitor. So a lot of stuff going on. It's not the way your grandpa used to bale hay. It's really not a lot of the way we're currently. A lot of the country still bales hay. So we're hoping all this new technology will help us make a very nice bale every single time, whether it's windy, whether it's dry. Even when the color is bad, we can dump green color in the tank and we can make green hay. I'm kidding about the last part. We can't do that. But it's to help us get that windy, dried out hay and still keep the leaf content inside that bale, inside every flake. That's the goal of all of this. This is our 2nd year doing it. It's still new to us. and it's still an experiment, but we're hoping for really good results. We had good results last year. We're hoping for them again this year. Maybe we're onto something with that green dye. That might need to look into that. Write that down. This is our second season. I say our, Brian's second season with the Fent. Man, they are quiet inside, and they are comfortable. They're air ride cab, so they're smooth. But it's just great. We're used to, especially with the motorized baler, you got to rev it up max RPMs, and you're sitting pretty close to it in the tractor, so you have the noise of the baler. If you're running a PTO baler, you got to rev your RPMs up on the baler to get the baler RPMs up, so you got your tractor loud. Well, with this tractor, you can run high PTO with low engine RPMs, and then the baler is also sitting back there behind the steamer, so you just don't have noise. Man, this is nice. This is the way it should have been, right? Right.
Very nice.
Very nice. Watching the scale, these bales are coming out a little heavy. Unfortunately, this time of year, it's just how it's going to be. There's no other way around it. We can either bale it a lot drier, which will be another day or two in the field, which we get regrowth, especially now with these warmer temperatures. We've got to bale it. We've got to get out of the field. We're just going to have higher weights for this cutting. Next cutting, they'll average back out. The warmer it gets, the easier it is to control your bale weights, and that's what they're fighting right now with this green hay and these cool mornings with some moisture. If I talk about regrowth, I'll show you. Some of these leaves, that plant was not cut. That's a plant that's regrowing. Now you've got a super green leaf that shows up in that bale, which throws that gazika off, that machine that's checking the moisture content. Here's some more. That's why we've got to get this hay out of the field as soon as possible with these warm days. See, look at that. That's a whole plant almost. So we've got to get this hay out of the field as soon as possible to keep the regrowth from affecting the bale. So that's why, like I said, we could wait a little bit longer, but we need to get this stuff gone. This bale's got a lot of it. It's a little bit of moisture in this dirt, not much. This soil, that's good. Super good. These stems are big. I don't know when this was cut last. Probably 30, 35 days ago. These are big stems. He's running the dual crimpers, which is good. These all have a good crack in them. See, they're not round like a straw. They're kind of flattened out. This one you can really see real well. We've got to get these breaks and these cracks and flattened out so they can dry out. Here's a good example. See with that crack in there? You can see right through there. That's going to help that plant dry. Without that dual conditioner, dual crimper, squisher, you don't get those cracks, and the hay just won't dry out evenly or fast enough. And like I discussed earlier with the regrowth, we need it to dry out pretty fast so we can get it out of the field pretty quickly. This machine's actually brand new. This first season. Instead of running 2 or 3, we just run 1 when it hits its warranty. We get rid of it. I got an idea for a good view. Guess where we are? Woo, how fast? 15, 14. He's going kind of slow. That's slow for you.
Yeah.
Oh, he just turned up the mowers. I think he wants to show off.
It went faster.
So right now he's going along the border. Everyone asks why we don't run GPS. These borders were put in with GPS. There's one on this side of this section, and there's one over there. So he gets 2 technically GPS passes. So he has straight lines to work off of every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this has 10 passes. So 2 out of the 10 are straight lines.
Some of the fields, these are pretty big borders, being that there's 10 passes in one border. Some of them are shorter. Some of them are 6. Some of them are 8. Well, they still have that means if there's 8, that means every 6 there's a straight line. So we don't necessarily need the GPS because we have a straight line to follow every 4, 6, 8 passes.
There's 15 miles an hour.
So I don't know if that makes sense what I was saying earlier. With a pivot, you've got your outer ring to line up with. That outer ring might not be very straight, have a straight edge. On dry ground property, you might not have anything to line up, maybe a fence. Once you get 10 passes in, you start getting zigzags. So GPS is extremely important for certain areas, certain types of farming. For us, it's not as important. We have lots and lots and lots of straight lines to follow in this field. In every field. Every field's the same. Thanks for watching the show, you guys. Busy day, got a lot done. Baled some hay. They hauled some hay. You didn't see any hauling, but they did. But thanks for watching the show. Don't forget, please, please, please hit that thumbs up and share these videos, these shows with anyone you know. If someone tells you they hate farming, you should share it with them. If someone tells you they moderately like farming, you should share it. If someone says they love farming, you should share it. That's what I personally would do. Anyways, thanks again, you guys.